rugged landscape that stretches out to the horizon, waterways lined with ancient flora and filled with wildlife that dates back to the dinosaurs, and I'm lucky enough to be right here in the middle of it. Now, here's the thing. I've been to Australia before searching for the Aussie experience, and the one thing that really surprised me was the food. It's fresh, it's savory, it's innovative, but most importantly, it's delicious. And no one talks about the food in Australia. It's not something the world seems to know about, but it should be. This is my food adventure across Australia. The northernmost capital of Australia, Darwin, has a reputation for being rugged. The Battle of Darwin in World War II was the largest attack ever on the continent. Couple the mythology of the past with the hardworking present and add in a humid tropical climate, and you get a population that are outdoorsy, adventuresome, and as rugged as the land they inhabit. Checking out the food scene in Darwin meant I had to start with meeting Jimmy Shu, owner of Hanuman, one of the city's most awarded restaurants since it opened more than 20 years ago. The menu here is a mix of Indian, Thai, and Nanya, reflecting that just like his food, Jimmy Shu is from all over.
To me, Darwin is a melting pot of so many cultures, and I'm a bit of a mixed bag. Chinese parents, born in Sri Lanka. So if you are looking for something authentic and ethnic, this is a great place to start. On top of it, we've got some amazing ingredients. Take for instance, the mud crabs, fantastic kilo-sized mud crabs. The barramundi is basically just at our backyards.
Your advice to me here in Darwin is that I need to go out and experience?
Absolutely. Roll up your sleeves.
If they're rolled up.
That's a good start. Then you've got to get into your shorts and dive into it. You've got to go and catch your own crab. We're going to cook it together.
You're going to catch my own crab, Jimmy?
You just told me you rolled up your sleeves.
Yeah,
now
rolled
let's go
up.
And get it. Well, catch your own crab and let's do a little cook-off together.
All right, I'll go do it. Fine. Get my hands dirty, Jimmy says. Well then, Neville, my guide in Darwin, is the perfect choice to find out what there is to eat in the wild of the Outback. I'm only like 5 minutes out of the city and already I'm eating ants.
These are our green tree ants. You know, and we find these right throughout sort of like northern Australia.
Oh yeah, this is their nest.
And this is their nest.
Totally like sealed it together with
silk.
with
the silk itself
yeah.
actually comes from the larvae.
So how many calories are in each ant? Can we eat them like popcorn?
Look, well, if you wished, you certainly could.
Apparently this is breakfast for today. The last one had more flavor. Neville leads me deeper into the bush and finds a termite mound, rising out of the mud and grass like a stone monolith.
These are endemic to this region.
Wow. It's like a avant-garde piece of artwork.
So what we've got, we're in this little black soil sort of plain here. It's a little depression, very nutrient rich. So it's gathered, it's used, and it's all bound together like by the saliva and feces of the termite themselves. And it's a rock solid structure, so you're more than welcome to give it a bit of a pat. You're not really going to do too much.
Oh yeah.
So a great deal of research has been sort of done where they've busted open some mounds. And in those mounds they've found like little geckos, they've found pygmy pythons
really?
As well. So it's actually like a very own little ecosystem.
Poor termites.
Yeah, I know.
They build a home and then everything comes in and lives with them and eats them.
That's it.
Wandering the bush, eating ants, and checking out termite mounds really works up a sweat. So Neville brought me to Litchfield National Park, one of the many gorgeous national parks that Darwin is a gateway to, so I could go swimming at Florence Falls. And you can even rock climb right out of the pool. Then we chilled and had some great food, and Neville told me that I should go helipubbing next. Great, except what's helipubbing? Okay, I know I'm on a mission here, but I figured first I'd just hit some local pubs. What I didn't know was that this is how you hit the pubs, Northern Territory style. Forget the pub crawl. Who needs walking when you have a helicopter?
Alright guys, Good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Welcome to Goat Island.
Thank you very much. So there's a pub around here? Because it just looks like I'm in the middle of...
Hey, this is Goat Island International Airport. Who built a pub 25 kilometers away from the nearest road and you can only get here by boat? You gotta be nuts. And I'm pleased to say I am. Well, this is where all the action is.
Wow, this is nice.
There's a river there.
So you get like crocs crawling out
Yeah,
on the bank
I'll show you about that in a second, but let's go and have a beer.
All right.
This is how I feel an Outback bar should be like. This is Casey,
Right.
the resident croc. She knows if the spotlight's on, I'm cooking dinner for her.
Really?
Yeah, and she wanted cooked too, by the way. After we've fed our people at dinner, instead of them asking for dessert, I say, floor show is ready. And they come up and stand here, and I walk down and feed the croc down there.
Really?
You know why I call her dumb blonde? When she turns around and starts to head for the river again, she races down the stairs, up behind it, and the croc picks up speed, and then she jumps on its back, bites its tail, and hangs on.
Oh my God.
And when I get blondes in here saying, they can't say that, that's not politically correct. I said, do you attack crocodiles? No, well, you're not a dumb blonde, you're a blonde then.
It's okay, it's your island, you can say whatever you want.
Good boy, hot dog. He's a clever boy.
That's some good howling.
And what does clever boys get? They get smacko.
Kai cooks, cleans, owns the pub, has singing dogs. I'd marry him, except that he's a self-confessed nutcase. Plus, he's a guy.
And in a second, we just got that final touch to go that you should have on a proper territory burger. The Northern Territory flag.
There you go.
Barra burger.
Northern Territory style. So this barramundi is really good. So you get them right out of the river? Or,
Absolutely. Yep. That's a beer, that's a Darwin stubby, mate.
Stubby? In Canada, stubbies are like these tiny little bottles. What is all right, give that to Jimmy.
Stick it in the box again, because on that, the pilot might drink it on the way back.
Yeah. Dogs that sing along, bars named after crocodiles, crocs that practically eat at the dinner table. If this is the typical pub out here in Darwin, I'm not sure I'm ready for the next one. Now this feels more like a typical pub, but Scott isn't the typical pub owner. He's a big burly guy with a soft spot for injured birds, cows, buffaloes, basically any animal that needs help. Scott's there.
Yes, that's right. I'm part of a group called Wild Care. We've got lots of rescued animals here. Wallabies, I've got wild boar, you name it. If it's injured, we take it. Lots of birds.
And you just got them all on here.
I've got a little croc in here, a little random guy that they've caught in a net's foot, was a bit gammy. Little paddle top stick and taped it up for him. And
He's all right now.
yeah, he swims around good.
So now he's got a shot at life.
Yeah.
Now I've had pub food before, and this looks like the best pub food I've ever seen. So what do we got here?
This is from our local Arafura Sea. That's what they call fritto misto, which is a mixed seafood platter. Our iconic big litchi burger, we call this. The boys hand make their pasta. It's a vegetarian pasta dish. Basically, they just use as much local produce as they can and just create all sorts of wonderful things.
Yeah, and this is all for me now.
Absolutely. I want you to try everything.
I'm not leaving until it's all done.
Good, good.
Which means I'm probably not leaving.
Okay.
Drinking beer and gallivanting around in a chopper probably wasn't what Jimmy meant when he said, get your hands dirty. I'm in Darwin, and I'm supposed to be catching crabs for a cookout with Chef Jimmy Shue. I mean, Northern Territory is crocland. I can't come to Darwin and not experience a close encounter of the croc kind. You brought a little friend here.
That's the one. So we've got Fluffy the croc. All you got to do, I guess, good grip around the neck there, and then one under the back of the tail.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. So yeah, you get a bit of weight in that tail skiller. So if you look at a T-Rex, their bite force is about 1.8, and you've got crocodiles, bite force, which weighs out at about 3.4 ton.
3.4 tons,
Yeah, so it's pretty much a heavy diesel truck just landing straight on top of it.
Right on whatever it's biting.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll launch up, grab onto their meal, death roll it, flick it off to its feet, and then drag it into the water, or they'll proceed to drown it, and then obviously start, doing a few death rolls, rip it up.
You vicious little thing. That's what you want to do? I'm going to hand the monster back to you.
No worries, mate. This little one. Wait till we see those 5 metre ones.
Take the monster.
That's the way.
Oh, that's how you hold him. Look at him.
Yeah, he's just
now
like
he's just like a dog. Okay, enough of the baby crocs. I was here for the real thing, face to face with the chopper. You'd think that being put in a giant glass and being dunked like a teabag in a croc pool would have quenched my crocodile curiosity. But all it's done is make me want to see more crocs, and this time in the wild. This is Pat. He boats up and down the Adelaide River coming face to face with giant crocs, which is probably why he carries a knife on one hip and a pistol on the other. Neville's come watching me from the dock because he doesn't have to face the crocs, or Pat.
This is considered to be the most dangerous and aggressive crocodile in the world. To get respect from crocodiles, you've got to respect them first.
Right.
This is a crocodile called Flicker.
Oh, you recognize her?
Yeah, it's territorial, so it's easy to know which crocodiles where because they stay in the same territory. So while they're patrolling their territories, they just keep an eye out for opportunities to eat. What a lot of people don't realise is the ability of crocodiles to detect sound in the water. So when you hear the splash, the meat on the pole hit the water, the crocs hear it 4.5 times before you hear it. It seems like they've got a sixth sense sometimes.
Wow, so they're doing some really complicated math. Like a sixth sense? Yep. I'm just hoping the gun isn't for dealing with smart-mouthed television hosts. Good, how are you? I'm looking for the captain.
That'd be me.
You're the captain?
I am. I've heard all the flight attendant jokes you can point a stick at.
Really?
So, yeah.
I wasn't going to make a flight attendant joke.
Oh, really? I can see you about to.
I should be catching mud crabs at some point, but then I heard about Outback float plane adventures. These guys fly you out to a billabong in a float plane where they've got everything for someone who craves speed. An airboat, a helicopter, and of course, a billabong where I can see more crocs on one of their croc tours. Oh, all right.
Arrived.
Yeah, we arrived all right. You landed, I don't know how you landed on that, but I'm happy we're down. Whew, what do we do now? Just sit in a chair and relax? Landing a plane in a billabong. I thought things had pretty much reached the peak of crazy. Then I met this guy, Matthew Wright, the Outback wrangler and crazy flyer of helicopters. He is completely at home in the billabong, and this place is teeming with life. Birds, fish, birds catching fish, us cooking fish, and then of course, crocs. But no one is catching those.
So this one's Otis. He's our resident croc in the area.
Come on, Gav, quick, come on. Up you come.
So this one's Sweet Thing.
Okay. Now in these circumstances, would she look at you like food?
So I'm not moving any part of my body.
Right.
So a little bits of movement, then they'll move in on it.
Now with the stick that just acts as like a barrier, she's
barrier for me. So if she comes a bit
before.
harder, I don't want to go put my foot on her head because that's going to hurt when she bites it.
Yeah.
Everyone's got this massive persona on crocodiles that they're going to rip your arm and leg off and they're going to have a crack here. As you see, I was like right next to her. All she was looking at was this little black thing on the end of a stick. So
right.
For some reason she likes GoPros.
It's not my GoPro.
You go put it in there. Go. Go on, go.
Sending the dog away.
Yeah.
Outback Float Plane Adventures doesn't just offer adventures, they also offer up some awesome food right before the airboat ride. That could get messy. Eating a barramundi burger up here over a billabong filled with crocs is just about as Australian as things can get. I haven't forgotten about Jimmy and getting his mud crabs, but right now, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the moment. Darwin has a way of letting the time just slip into the future. Now, I've whiled the day away enjoying the city, and I know I'm running out of time to get the mud crabs, but first, it's time for some steak. Admiralty House has proved hard to take down, having survived World War II and Cyclone Tracy. Declared a heritage building in 1993 with Char moving in, this is now the place to go to marvel at the survivability of the building and to get an education on one of my favorite things, steak.
With our cuts of beef, obviously like some of the finest cuts of beef comes from, like, we source it all through around Australia. In recent years, a big drive to buy local, stay local as much as you possibly can. And I think Char is doing a pretty good job of that. And then we have tataki of Wagyu beef, so it's your Wagyu rump cap, so it's a really tender and highly marbled steak. And then they just cook it blue, thinly slice it, and then you've got your wasabi and soy sauce. It's like Australian fusion, you know, it's got a mix of everything with it.
Right. Shall we give this a try?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. Try another one.
Just to make
You
sure.
gotta make sure you got it right. Oh my God. With a belly full of steak, it's time to retire. I've been so distracted by all this stuff in Darwin that I've completely neglected my hunt for mud crabs to cook with Jimmy tomorrow. Now, I also need ingredients. Neville Patanzi runs Parap Fine Foods, which is an institution in Darwin. Started over 40 years ago by Neville's father, who had recently emigrated from Greece, this shop has gone from corner market store to purveyor of fine food from all over the world. If you're a chef in Darwin, you've met Neville, and you've shopped at Parap Fine Foods. Can you tell me, what's something special that I could bring to really jazz things up for Jimmy?
For Jimmy?
Yeah.
One of the products that I was thinking of that I would like to show you is the lemon myrtle.
Okay.
Which I think is probably a key product.
But it says on the back, it says next batch of pancake or scones.
Well, it's versatile.
Yeah?
It's versatile. But
I don't like to do things that aren't on the packaging.
We've also packed together too, which is a number of key territory products.
Oh, great.
So
And lemon myrtle goat's milk soap.
and a lemon myrtle goat's milk soap.
Apparently you can do everything with lemon myrtle.
There you go.
I still don't have the mud crabs, and I'm supposed to meet Jimmy. Now, I know I've left this to the last minute, but honestly, how hard can it be to grab a few crabs? How do you catch these crabs?
In a pot, in a crab pot itself. It's an enclosed pot. Put a bit of bait in the bottom of it. Make sure they sit flat on the bottom. They
So
crawl in.
crabs come in.
Yeah, they come in and hopefully don't crawl back out again. See how we go on this one. That is a dud.
That's a dud.
That's a dud.
No crabs.
Nah.
You got other pots though, right?
Yeah, I got more pots, yeah.
All right.
Do you want to pull this one up?
Yeah, I can do it, yeah. Feels pretty heavy.
Does it?
I've never done this before, but I'm predicting 6 or 7 crabs in here.
It's a rock crab.
That's a little rock crab.
You want to be real hungry to eat that.
Really? He's no good, huh? No good eating? All right, so
The next one.
two pots down, 2 to go. Oh, wait. There's 1.
Nah,
Is
that's no good.
Is that no good?
That's no good.
That's fine.
No, that's no good.
I can cook that.
No, you can't. That one there is a really small female. We
That-
get up here.
Really?
Really small.
All right, well,
You can't keep that one. That's illegal.
it's always illegal
It's
anyway.
illegal.
You're killing me, man. 1 more pot?
One more pot.
Okay. This is it, huh? Last
It's the
pot?
last one, mate.
Come on, crabs. What? Yes, crabs.
No, that's fine.
Oh my God, they're huge. Wow. They look crazy. These are nuts. Look at the claws. How?
Crabs.
Like, what kind of pressure are those claws? I mean, it's gonna hurt if
Oh,
they.
that one there, but you just better take your finger off.
What? I got the crabs, Jimmy. I got them. Ah! Sprinkler. Oh.
Wow.
Oh God.
You made it.
How do those look?
Well, from here I could see 2 good ones. Let's have a look at this one.
Only 2 good ones.
This has grown but didn't have enough time to mature. So that's the female, but this is all a whopper. Now,
Yeah.
we're gonna cook a black pepper crab. You gotta be careful because it's still asleep there. It could wake up.
Right.
So you gotta be ready fast.
So
Do
just-
a gentle one, yes.
Oh God, I
Try
missed.
get harder, yes. That's it. You take the shell off.
Wow. I'm a rock climber, so my fingers are pretty strong. So I think this won't be a problem.
Okay, there's another way to show you.
No, I can do it. Oh, take that crab.
That's it. You've done it.
Yes.
Yes, you got it.
Oh.
give it a little bit of pedicure.
Thank God, because I'm trying to take up their fingers, not mine. Yeah, it's awesome that you break it up like this. Makes it so much easier to eat.
Hold the claw together with the knife. That's it. Another high five, buddy. That's it. You got it. All right, away you go. Here's another one.
Yeah?
Here we go.
Just crush this guy too?
Yes. Now this is going to be hot.
What am I doing?
You're going to make the sauce.
Right.
Just a touch of oil, and there is 100 grams of butter.
So in goes the butter.
You can hear that popping sound?
Yeah.
Perfect. There is some salted soybean. This is the yellow one, not the black one. Yeah, beautiful. There's 80 grams of sugar.
Right.
Right. That's the dark soy sauce.
Oh yeah.
Now you're just waiting for the crabs.
Yeah.
Go.
So what do we do? Oh, we just put them right in there.
Yeah, just put in there. Let it cook for about 2-3 minutes.
Each one?
There you go.
So this guy's about done, huh? Is that
That's
pretty
it.
much?
You're gonna plate it.
I'm gonna plate it, okay?
How's that?
Yeah, can.
Almost there, almost there.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Jason, my lord. This is my chili pepper crab.
It looks beautiful. That's awesome.
Thank
wow.
you.
And now I gotta plate my own. Yeah, so Jimmy plated his crab really nicely. It's gonna slide a bit, but I don't want to copy Jimmy. I'm copying Jimmy. All right, Jimmy, so I plated my dish.
Yeah.
And I've got it set up over here with a bunch of other stuff that I've kind of collected on this trip to Darwin. I've got this 2-liter stubby of draft from Kai, and then I've got some stuff from Neville over at Fine Foods. And of course, my plated crab.
I like this style. You know why I call this deconstructed? Looking at this, I thought, geez, that's a great way to do it. Coming.
You're the best.
There.
Oh my God, that was really good.
And
Wow.
just chuck it over there.
I would high five you again, but my hands are dirty.
Well, we're both dirty. We can both do still high
We just
five
do
now.
a fist bump.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Jimmy's
Thank you.
happy.
Well done.
I'm happy. Though I sort of left giving those mud crabs to the last second, but who can blame me? Getting sidetracked by the incredible experiences Darwin has to offer is understandable. And I'm just starting my food journey across Australia. In the next city, I vow to be more dedicated. Now, I wonder if there's a pub around here.